craft are now picking up the telephone, apparently a call from President Gerald Ford.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Well, Tom and Deke and Vance, welcome home. On behalf of your fellow Americans, about 214 million of them, congratulations and thanks for a very successful and extremely productive flight in space. We're delighted to have you back safely, and we're very, very proud of the great job that you did. Your safe return marks the close of the Apollo program, and you and all of the rest who have been participants should be extremely proud of its success from the beginning to the present. And as you know better than all of us, your particular flight also adds a new dimension, that of international cooperation, and that is extremely vital now and in the days ahead. And I understand from the technicians that your new docking system offers a foundation on which to build future cooperative efforts, and in the next decade could be a very valuable tool for space rescue. I know, of course, that all three of you are darn glad to get home, or almost home, and that your wives, Faye, Marge, and Joan, are probably listening to this conversation. At least I hope so, because I want them to know we're all proud of their husbands who have done a superb job on behalf of our country. Tom, if I might add a lighter note, I understand that as soon as you get checked out, you're going to spend a little time in the next few days helping Vance with his Russian. Maybe with an Oklahoma accent, Mr. President, that's all. I think Vance is superb in his Russian. Well, Tom, since this was your fourth mission, I understand you spent more than 500 hours in space. Would you tell us how this mission compares with your previous one? Mr. President, it was completely different in the one phase as far as the international part of it. The other parts were somewhat similar, but it was just so meaningful to us to have this opportunity to work in both the diplomatic and the management areas, besides flying the spacecraft from all three of us.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. I think it was a great honor to be able to fly this flight, and I'm glad that it came off as well as it did, and we're looking forward to doing more similar things in the not too distant future.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't so routine that it was dull.
It wasn't dull at all. It was beautiful, and we had a lot of work to do, and I think we enjoyed it a lot.
Well, Mr. President, one of your colleagues that I talked with told me that you're aging a bit to be an astronaut. How does it feel for an old-timer to be in space?
Well, it feels great, sir. I can't really explain it. I hope we can show you a few pictures when we have an opportunity. That might help to make you appreciate it as much as we did. But I think the only way you're really going to appreciate it is to get up there. And I hope someday we can take you up there in the old space shuttle.
I saw you moving around there a few times. You looked as agile as those younger fellows that you were helping out.
Yes, sir.
Let me say that the word that I would like to pass on to Deke is that your brother and his wife, we had an unfortunate accident just a day or two before you took off. I understand have come along well, and certainly wish them all a very rapid recovery following that accident.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I certainly appreciate your concern.
Well, Vance, would you mind making a comment or two? You brought the Apollo in. What was your biggest challenge in the encounter on this particular mission?
Well, I think probably the last 2 days. That's where I had the most to do. The re-entry itself was probably the biggest challenge, Mr. President. And I thought it was really interesting, though. That fireball was really beautiful. And it was really pretty neat, skimming over the Earth at 25,000 miles an hour, only fairly close to the Earth. It really was beautiful.
To all three of you, how will it feel to have an opportunity to sleep in a regular sack for a change?
Fantastic, Mr. President. Absolutely fantastic. Say the two cosmonauts said they certainly appreciated the call from you while they were up there, and you're remembering when they were with you down there at the picnic.
Well, I'm sure you were as glad as we were that their recovery went without any incident, without any problem. And I'm sure that they feel the same way about the successful landing of all of you. I know you've got a lot of important business to do, so let me just say your achievement, that of all three of you with the two cosmonauts, your achievements are historic. It's a part of our history which was written by the recovery forces that have been ready at any time in each case of re-entry. Before I do hang up, I would like to extend my congratulations for a very outstanding performance to Captain Niger, commanding officer of the USS New Orleans, and to his ship's company. They, of course, were standing by and did a first-class job and have achieved an outstanding record. As you know better than I, picked up the Apollo-14 crew in February of 1971 and was responsible for the safe recovery of both the Skylab 3 and Skylab 4 astronauts. We thank them and congratulate them on their performance as a part of this overall team. Your successful completion of this mission, I say with emphasis, has opened a new era of international cooperation. I strongly hope, as I'm sure the Americans that are listening or watching and all others, we hope that this first international manned flight will provide all of us with an example to remember for many, many years to come. We are proud of you and we thank you, and good luck, and I'll see you back in Washington soon, I hope.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks to wave to you on the screen. Okay. Good luck, fellas.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
The Vice President of the United States has asked me to read the following message. Upon the successful completion of your historic mission, I want to add my personal congratulations to those of President Ford. I join him in expressing the enormous gratitude and admiration of the American people for what you have accomplished. Apollo-Soyuz has been an inspiring demonstration of technological progress, human daring, and unprecedented international cooperation. The dramatic symbol of hands across the heavens between you and the cosmonauts capture the imagination of us all. Nelson Rockefeller, Vice President of the United States.
And lobster. The ceremony and presidential call complete the last U.S. spacecraft recovery at sea. For the next manned American space venture, scheduled 4 years from now, the recovery team will shift from the decks of ships such as the USS New Orleans to a land base within the U.S., reflecting a shift in the space program itself. This is David Dow aboard the USS New Orleans.